Today I'm going to show you how to draw the eye by concentrating on its component parts. So, the first thing is that the eye isn't a perfect almond. The top tends to be more curved than the bottom, although do make sure using your mirror that that's actually the case. Don't just go by rules. Look at what you're drawing. Here, I'm showing that the top is quite curved and the bottom is a bit of a flatter curve. Also, it isn't exactly symmetrical. My eye is a bit longer, closer to the nose. The nose is over here. So, also show there's a little bit of a nodule there. I don't know what its name is, but within it, just sort of here, is the tear duct. So if you've got a good eyesight, or very good light, you'll be able to see the tear duct. Now, here we show that, again, my eyelashes go to here, but the actual eye doesn't go all the way to the edge of the lip. It sort of curves down and closes here. Now, also you'll be able to see the lip of the eyelid, particularly if you're holding the mirror slightly above it, which you'll tend to do. That might not be as visible at the top because, as I say, the eyelashes might hide that lip. Now, eyelashes tend to be so tiny you can't really see them all at once. You'll get sort of mass. The thicker your eyelashes, mascara, you'll have these. But don't draw it too thick. Draw what you see. So, I also have quite heavy eyelids, so I've got a fold above my eye. It's not the lip of the eyelid. It's just like a fold in the eyelid. And so I've got some shadow in there, but we'll put that a bit later. So, also, here's the next bit you'll notice. The centre of the eye, the iris, not quite the centre, the colour part of it, doesn't really does touch one of the eyelids. It can be the top one, the bottom one. If you're really surprised or looking really straight on, you might get the thing where it is clear both sides, but it doesn't happen very often. So I've got the colour part of the iris, and then in the centre of that, we've got the pupil. Now, it's in the centre, but because your iris might go off the edge there, it won't necessarily be the centre of your picture. So that's where we've got the start. So you then also got the highlight. Now, you always see like a fleck of light from somewhere in your room. But people don't always mention this. I've got a couple here because there's a couple of light sources in the room I'm in. I've got two little... That's a light from the centre of the room, this is a little light at the corner, and this is the light from my phone, which I'm filming with. So, you've got the iris, which is this coloured part. Now, this tends to be lots of little flecks that all go into the centre. You may or may not be able to see it. If you've got good light, you'll be able to actually see the individual lines. Otherwise, it'll just be colour light or darker. And if your room's a bit lighter on one side, it'll be darker in places. And you've got the pupil. The pupil is black, but again, reflected light, if it's reflecting the piece of paper you're drawing on, Won't always be dead black. You've got your bottom eyelashes. Now these can be a bit more individual and visible. Look at them. You can almost draw these, if you're drawing a big enough scale, you can draw these individually. Mostly you'd be drawing a smaller scale, so you'll just again get very faint lines. Now, this is the white of the eye. Now the white of the eye can actually be quite dark because there's shadow on it. We call it the white, but in the way you see it, it might be almost be a grey. So draw a little bit of the shadow in it. And then you've got your eyebrow. Now, I've got quite thick eyebrows, so. And if you look at the eyebrow with your shading, follow the lines of the hairs that make up your eyebrows. That way, your eyebrows will look right. The lines should all be the right pointing in the right direction. Now you can make these all a bit darker if it's darker for you. You can concentrate on putting a bit more detail in. But as long as you get these component parts in, you're going to be on the right track. So those parts are the pupil, the iris, the white, the highlight, the eyelashes, and the top lid, bottom lid, and the eyebrow. Yep, I think that's everything. Now you just need to fill in a bit more detail, get your shading right. Thank you.